Only you can stop the fart clouds. I was gonna tweet it, but do you want to use an emote? Did you hear me, by the way, Have? Oh, God. Dude, I pushed the plate into my keyboard. Almost sent me flying. We'll explore around here first, and then go recharge healing, and then come back and get down to business. To defeat that bear. Almost looks like a gorilla. Gorilla bear. A lot of noodles over there. Yeah, that's probably one of them. I mean, I'd like to play, dude, but Elden Ring DLC, I'm just enjoying way too much. It's going to be a very interesting scenario on Monday. I was planning to take the day off, but we're not going to be done the DLC by then. Because fuck you, chat, that's why. Because Rob's family, or some of Rob's family, his mom and his sister, are coming to stay here for like a week. And I need to clean up a bit of the house and, like, finally, after a year and a half, get some of the boxes, those boxes out of the living room. But I don't want to take a full day off of the DLC either. But that is going to take time, and I need to do it because they come Tuesday, so I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off. Just spitballing with you guys here. It needs to be handled in some way. Cool. So many nights. The other one aggroed too, that's not a good thing. No, I mean, we have the cleaning lady coming tomorrow anyways. It's not about cleaning the house. It's about I need to deal with my personal belongings that have been sitting in boxes. In, you know, the fucking... living room area since I moved in. I guess if I just not actually organize them and just throw them into the plastic boxes I grabbed and put them in the garage, it won't take as long. But either way, needless to say, what it means as well is that stream Monday will be either late or end early, one of the two, if I don't manage to get it all done in the morning. Which, if we stay up late Sunday playing till 5 a.m., like we have been with this game, chances are that will be a thing. What's the point of this? Okay. Cool. Let's go down this way. Okay, so we're done with this. So we need to obviously deal with bear there. Did all this. Did that. We didn't really do... Well... That's where we fought the dragon. So we kind of did this area a bit, but not all this. I like the way you explore. I need to like organize it in my brain somehow, and it's hard to with this game because there's so many ways to go. I like to kind of like go outside in. Oh no, now that camp that the dragon killed is gonna be well full of dudes. Noodles. Doodle. Danger noodle. Yeah, put Josh on the second monitor. Put Josh in jail where he belongs. This looks interesting. It's good, Erdtree. Okay. Okay. Perfumers in here. Heal from afar. Greatly heals HP for distant allies when the spell reaches. Interesting. To defeat the bear. Once I get down here, okay. Oh god, man, 500 birds over there. Yeah, so do the small pocket here. Yeah, why not? Possibly go wrong. Nothing. That's what. Surely there isn't some boss in this poison swamp. Come down here. Get down here. I command thee kneel. Is it avoiding the rune bear? Yeah. I have 5 healing. 4 or 5, yeah. And also no physic flask. So F that, rewind it back. Do we need to deal with this? Not really. Okay. Very nice. The horse attack with the fart cloud is actually really nice. Rested and leveled before coming here. You know this. Oh, this is what goes out to that side. Okay. Keep clearing until we hopefully get a. What's it called? A grace. Because running around with 500k runes ain't ideal. Oh, there's a buddy here. Oh, wait, there's another buddy somewhere else, too. Somewhere here. Fuck, I can't remember where. I'm gonna put a marker just to try to remember. I remember seeing it from the castle, and I was like, oh, I'll have to jump down there eventually. You guys keep cookbooks, right? Forager cookbook and a pearlescent scale. Opaline pickled liver. Opaline, opala. But it's all explorable. Oh my god. Oh yeah, of course it is. Of course it is, me lord. There's grace down there. Okay, so it's some kind of cave system that goes down there. Why are there so many birds? What the fuck? Crazy that this is the first creature we died to in the DLC. Maybe not that crazy, actually. Well, we're getting net heals, which is good by killing all these. Gives us a little more gas. Well, because we already have enough of that, but... Gravebird anklets. I like the full Gravebird set. What's it supposed to do? There's actually some hidden like buff to it. You can get one piece like all over the world. I think we've got, well, we have at least 3 of them. We might have all 4 now. Might be 9 o'clock. Hold up. You're taking us with you? Group nap chat. Oh, there's so many birds, man. What the fuck? Let's pull this one back. Otherwise, we'll proxy aggro the other 3. For it. Yeah, bitch. 3's a little sketchy. I mean, we took 4, but it like lined up perfectly. Killed 2 immediately. Back up to 11 heals. Started at 0. Not bad. But the verticality in this DLC is insane. Very insane. Oh, thank God. Respawn. Oh, blessed. Oh, blessed be thy name. Wait. So I'll probably go up to where the tower was. Is this what we want to be doing right now? So we'll solve the bear, right? Where did we went through here and there was a cave there. So all this to explore. And like down that way. Oh, another finger butt area. Yeah, let's not go here yet. Let's rest to get our stuff back. Let's level. Oh, nice. Skidoo tree. Double skidoo tree. There we go. We're level 9 now. Big damage and defense up east chat. Good stuff. A minor one here. Oh, do we want to level this though? It is 69, and that's funny. I'll probably get Arcane to 80 and then just pump endurance. Or do we do endurance now? We'll see. George, everyone's fingering your butt. You just don't realize it because you're a loose whore. You're talking about WoW, Jason, what? Actually, did we explore this? We may not have yet. No, I don't think we did. Let's do like this section. We'll use the road as a division. And we'll do the other side. Spectadel will be there. You never know. There's dogs chasing me. Lithium, what's up, brother? Beer? Are you going the route of Josh here? No drinking tonight? Well, yeah, like real drinking. Marketplace. Don't know the words. Great spirit ass, nice. Okay. Yes. Make sure we're ready for this. right. I think we're ready. Ah. I didn't even backstab it. All that stretching for nothing. Wait, this staggers? Okay. There goes all that prep for nothing. I think I was like a step too far away for the R1 backstab. Can't climb that. There's a piece of loot up there. Oh, this is the one that has like the big cave-in area as well, much like far to the south. You know. Bitch. Down that way. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Alright, I'll need to calm down, dude. You guys are out of control. Wait, is there... another hole? 2 holes? And they're both goals? Bear time? Oh yeah, the bear. Well, I marked it on the map, I won't forget. Like, forget. But now we're over here now, apparently. Where the fuck are we, dude? What's happening? Golden Horn Tender. Rune acquisition boost. It's a Pickle Foulfoot version of this DLC. This is the one we saw from up there. There's so many blood puddles up there. That was pretty close. I might be able... I don't know if those rocks are scalable or not. Easy. There you go. You fucking bitch! Fuck you! God, the horse is so shit! Why is everyone on Elden Ring today? So the DLC came out a couple days ago. Excuse me. The DLC came out a couple days ago. So everyone's playing it. Question, does it put my runes all the way up, or... Where are my runes? I should be on the cliff edge there, right? How did we get there? That isn't the maybe intended way. Over here. Okay. I'm just worried to put my runes. Okay, I left them here. Good. Like all the way up the cliff. Because this part is technically embedded as well. But it didn't. We're good. Something behind me. Oh. These helmets are weird ass heads. Golden arcs. Those are the ones they just fired at me. This verticality is nuts, dude. Where the hell does this go now? Oh, you weren't there for the beginning. Oh, you weren't there for the beginning of stream, Jedek. Yeah, it's sitting at 60% now. To be fair, it's not the only complaint they have. There's some other complaints that I actually think are legit. I mean, the game being too hard is a complaint, but not something you like. Well, I guess if the game comes out and it's too hard, I think downvoting that is a little. Oh, that's what you get here. Oh God. It's a little Suska, right? I'm like, this game being too hard, so I'm gonna give it a 0. But I think maybe it's like a bit of a legit complaint when you do the base game one way, and then this DLC cranks it to like 1 trillion in terms of difficulty. So the people who enjoyed playing the base game can't now because it's too hard for them. Like, I guess that's like kind of an acceptable argument. Right, that's it. Well, I guess the important thing is this tunnel, so that is it. I don't want to go there yet. I want to finish exploring up here, so let's port back up one more time. People just... Well, nah, it's not a gear thing, dude. It's more people weren't expecting they needed to be good at the game to beat the DLC. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's upsetting if, like, the character... if it, like, not that it's literally everyone, but I do feel like there's a decent amount of people that never really, like, learned how to properly play the game, right? It's just the other way down. Never really learned how to, like, I should say more traditionally properly play a Souls game. You know, got some OP builds, some spells or something, like the Kamehameha beam that just one-shots everything, and we're like, oh, this game's easy. And then when FromSoft kind of reined it in, and we're like, okay, no more, like, play our game. And they kind of realize what Souls games actually are, and they're like, oh, this game's shit. It's too hard, because they're meant to be hard, right? It's just the argument is if you allowed it one way already, why can't we still do that? To which the answer, to be fair, is they didn't take it away. You can still do all that, just good luck doing it against an enemy that's fucking aggressively rushing you non-stop, right? What did people expect? They expected it to be an extension of the main game. They expected it to be Elden Ring v1.5, and all your OP stuff works still, and you're OP, and you wipe 1 to 5 times on each boss, and everyone's happy, and we go home. That's what they expected. I'm not gonna lie, to a certain extent, I kind of expected that too. So I was a little shocked to see the insanity of the difficulty increase. Once again, I'm also a fan of that. So I'm happy they did that, because I was disappointed the base game was so easy. But, yeah. Not everyone's like that. You know what it kind of reminds me of a bit? That's the, these dudes. It reminds me a bit of, he's got wings now. Or, well, I guess there it has. Already had wings. That is so fun. It reminds me a bit of when Diablo 4 came out. And... well, sorry. It reminds me particularly of when Diablo 4 Season 1 came out. And they were like, yeah, we're doing a wipe to the season and normal ARPG stuff. And suddenly, half the population in D4 was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean you're deleting my character? Or what do you mean I need to start a new character? Because those people hadn't played an ARPG before. They came from an MMO world, so they weren't used to that happening. And I feel like it's like a similar case here, where a lot of fans of Elden Ring and stuff hadn't really played a lot of Souls games. They don't know the difficulty and the pain and stuff. They just played Elden Ring, and Elden Ring is easy to just be like, this is too hard, I'm going to go over level and do this and that and use a summon and all that. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what do you mean this doesn't work anymore? What do you mean I'm supposed to like actually dodge an iframe and stuff? That's what it strikes me as. Now, for what it's worth, some of that stuff still works, particularly summons are like probably even more powerful than they were in the base. Actually, they are more powerful than they were in the base game. Is this the one guarding the turtle? No. On account of... Oh, no, it is. Yeah, there's the turtle. I did this area. On account of the bosses are so much more aggro that you get even more value out of summons, and summons can get buffed and healed better and shit like that, so... But it's certainly limited down the amount of, like, I'm going to heavy R2 and R2 jump, and I'm going to load up a spell from across the room and kill the boss in 3 hits, you know, that kind of stuff. You can't really grind to over-level it anymore. You can still do stuff to increase your power, don't get me wrong. Those Erdtree fragments. They've basically blanketed... Like, your traditional leveling still works, it still gives you damage. But the amount of damage and whatever that you get from your base points is much, like, doesn't scale nearly fast and high enough to account for the amount of massive increase in HP pools and the damage output of the new bosses and mobs, for the most part. So the way you level in the DLC is, that still works. You still get those incremental gains. It's not like the point I just put into Arcane is useless. I still get that 1 damage. But that 1 damage was versus a health pool of 100 before, let's say, right? Now that 1 damage is versus a health pool of 10,000. So I'm still getting the damage, but, you know, not nearly as much. So they've introduced a further leveling system that's only for the DLC called these Erdtree fragments. And every time you level with one of those at the rest, I think I hear a scary, you get like 5 or 10% levels worth. Like you get like a big damage increase, you know. So that's what's meant to be your scaling level. The problem is that the level, the amount of those are finite in the game. So eventually you will find all of them, and you will get, you know, the faster you find them, the easier some of these earlier bosses will be. But probably the later bosses and Mesmer and stuff are tuned around most players having all of those. And once you get to that point, they're, you know, in the base game, you get to Melania, and you're like, oh god, wait, this is the one. Yes, this is the one. Yes. You get to Melania, you're like, oh, she's too hard. I'm going to go get the spell, and I'm going to go get 50 more levels, and I'm going to come back, and it's way easier. Can't really do that now. Right? You can't really do that now anymore. You can go get 50 levels, but what those 50 levels mean versus the DLC bosses is a drop in an ocean compared to the base game. You understand what I'm saying? Forger cookbook. Is that the code dying at 1% thing? Spellproof pickled liver, okay. So does that make sense with the leveling? And it's not even just a numbers game, so that's one way that enemies are all much harder. Much higher health, much higher damage they output. It's mechanically how, on average, the mobs... I saw that there was a dungeon here, by the way, we'll go in a second. Mechanically, how much higher... mechanically, how much harder and more aggressive the mobs in the DLC are versus the base game. So it's not even a numbers thing, it's the fact that mobs just fucking run you down. I don't know, the scarab's getting away. Booby bitch. Oh, this is so frustrating.